Hey guys, it's your brother Miki Farmer again. If last year felt heavy, confusing, or you were just surviving as an international student, this video is yours. You may have visa stress, checkmate mine, I've been there. Empty bank accounts, I've been there. And there are certain nights when you're wondering, bro, did I even make the right choice coming here? Been there. Same confusions I used to have. I've been there and I've been through in every single one of these moments. And today we're fixing it. So you and me right now, we're gonna fix it. So grab your phone, open your notes app, and we are building a dead simple plan to make 2026 your best year ever as a student. Not by manifesting, not by just sitting down and thinking, something's gonna happen. No. Nothing is gonna happen on its own. We have to strategize, we have to plan, and we're gonna do it today. So no luck, pure hard work and plan. So because I feel a great year doesn't happen by chance. It happened by choice. Very simple. And you can't choose you can't really handpick, okay, this is my best year, this is not, I want to make it best year. No, you can't really handpick things, okay? So if you don't even know where you're starting from, how you actually going to decide whether something's going to be right or wrong, right? So we have to take the right decisions, right actions, right choices, whatever you call it. But in order to make all these things right, we gotta have a plan. So are you ready? Let's go. And before we move forward, I would slightly ask you a small favor. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you want to get this kind of videos more often on Monday, every Monday in the morning and every Thursday in the morning, subscribe to this channel. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, which is the Miki Farmer, you'll find somewhere in the description. Go ahead and knock it down there as well. So number one, set the stage. We're gonna set this stage for ourselves, because for us to be in the zone, it's very, very important. So most of us as well, do New Year like this, okay? January 1st, what we would do, gym, more money, better marks, okay? We're gonna give ourselves these kind of goals, because making more money, going to gym, we are sorted. And January 10th or 15th, the plan that we make for ourselves is already forgotten. It's already gone away. And December 31st, same problems again. Different year. It's the same year. So why does this happen? That's the question. And it's a really good question to ask. And you never stop to look back. Never ever we ever stopped to actually look back and ask ourselves why it happened. You never asked what actually happened last year. Think Google Maps, okay? Can't get direction, and if it doesn't know your location right, same with life. Life is like a Google Maps. And I feel that way. Because if you don't know what happened last year, if you are not aware about your situation, like Google Maps doesn't know your location, how would you put directions? How would you go where you want to go in Google Maps or with the help of Google Maps if it doesn't know your location? And that's what I'm saying. It's really important for us to know and understand what happened last year, what happened in 2025. Because if you skip this step, your 2026 plan is equal to, which we say, just the vibes itself, gym, more work, more money, they are just vibes. You are not gonna have results. So here's what we're doing today. Number one, look back honestly. We are not gonna lie to ourselves. We're gonna judge ourselves, brutally being honest. We're gonna look back and find all our highs, lows, and all the lessons. Just a moment of reflection. Number two, we're gonna stop, then we're gonna continue, and then we're gonna start, which is our actual plan. And number three, future you exercise. the game changer, which I will tell you later on what I actually mean, the future you exercise. Because you also need to have some sort of clue. You also need to have some sort of vision, what kind of person or individual you want to become. If you don't have it, no reference point, how would you become? That's why it's really important to exercise it. We'll cover up, okay? So question number one that you're gonna ask yourself right now in your notes app, right, if you want to, what were your low points last year? And it's not about you wanna shame yourself. It's for you to get rid of them, get free of them. Open your camera roll. I also give you, because this exercise is really good. And our cell phone usually is someone that is our another picture or another self, or this is just our soul that knows pretty much every single thing. So open your photos app or camera roll. Usually when we have a lot of pictures and moments in that we like to capture. Go back to January 2025, and I want you to scroll through these photos, screenshots, bank app, like whatever you have, messages. Ask yourself, go back in January 2025, what was your situation? When was I most stressed? Fine, you for sure, you already know when were you most stressed. You go check your phone app, go find those marks, how it was before, when you were stressed, when you were low. When did I feel broke? When did I feel lonely, embarrassed? What do I never want to repeat? Is it like back in January 2025, I used to be really fat and I definitely don't want to look like the same dude? Or in March 2025, I was wearing clothes like Mumbai, which was ugly, and I don't want to wear the same clothes again. Probably this year I want to invest better in clothes. Last year it could be or throughout the year, you know, you look at your photos and you don't really like your face. It's because of your beards, because of your haircut, because of anything. And this year you want to maintain a clean look. That could be the thing. And go back in your bank app, see when was the time when you were paying lots of money into your credit card, or you were just under debt, or you had really low money, or you didn't have enough money at that time. Find out what was that situation, because as I say, you gotta know your location first, and only we can set directions from there. So real students, as an international student, the examples that I've mainly, you know, I get, because I used to engage with a lot of international students when I was running this course and coaching for budgeting, right? So it was, the main questions was like, rent was due, bro. When was the time when you call your mama, friend, or anyone when you were calling? Okay, maybe you failed the exam. You were trying to copy someone's work and cramming or whatever. It just didn't work, and probably your boss, your employer, he kind of like yelled at you, or he fired you, you know. And there could be situations when you're just scrolling until 3 a.m. and you hated yourself afterwards, and you told your parents everything is all right while breaking inside. Write 3 to 5 bullet points in your notes app or what you're feeling at that time, and write down how did that make you feel, and where were you at your lowest? How was it? Grab a photo, attach to it, write down, explain. This isn't dramatic. This is kind of like self-awareness, because it's the same exercise that I did back in 2018 when I had no rent, no money to pay rental, no money to pay tuition fee, no money at all. I just had like $50-$60 in my bank account at that time, and I was kind of confused. Should I just go buy food? Should I just go pay rental? What should I do? Should I go get a night stay at hotel room? And I had no money. I was just sleeping on the side of the river in Singapore. So that was the moment when I had this realization. I kind of like listed down things, and I was praying to God, what's happening, da 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 da. Anyway, I always remind myself of that situation every time I face any challenge or any hurdle in my life. If I could overcome that, I can overcome this. So that's why it's very important to know your lows, so you are aware of your situation, because it's gonna give you a reference to jump. It's gonna give you a reference to see how low you work, and whatever you do, it's gonna be upwards from there onwards. So, starting point of all change. Okay, write it down, all your lows. Now, next thing, what were your high points? Keep scrolling your camera roll or Photos app or whatever, and you will see pain, but also the magic you forgot. And what I mean to say that, for sure 2025 wasn't really a low period at all. There were some moments when you were just happy, but there were some moments when you were enjoying your life, right? So ask yourself and find yourself in that situation. When was I most proud? When did I laugh till my stomach kind of hurt? So when was the time when I was enjoying or partying with my friends? When did I think, yes, this is why I came here? When did you feel, yes, Canada is the place to be, yes, Australia is the place to be, yes, wherever you are, when were you feeling highest? You know what, I'm going to give you some examples as well, because this is what most of the students that I've engaged with, they have told me. So first thing, first Aussie paycheck. Number one, when they get the paycheck, felt like a king. Bro, I've got a lot of money. Suddenly I would calculate my money to Indian currency and I'm like, bro, I'm so rich. The money that I used to make for like 3 months, now I'm making it within 1 week, you know? And another example could be someone shared your content. If you're a content creator and you kind of like blew up. So these kind of things, okay? That could be another thing. For example, you are somebody that have never traveled in your life, and suddenly you went to a road trip and you felt so good. You're like, wow, what a beauty, you know, pure freedom. And maybe if you are someone who's good in studies and you are feeling challenged right now in your studies right now, there could be a time last year when your lecturer would have told you, great job, Miki. Family call, cried happy. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. They show, you know, these things, they kind of show us that how good we were. How does it feel to be great? You know, this is what happened when you don't turn off all the notifications, the phone rings and this and that. Anyway, so these moments will show you what you actually value, what you want more of, okay? And the next question I want you to ask yourself is, what did you learn about yourself? Because this is gold. Think about this, right? We take in life as a long learning journey. And if you are not learning anything, how are you going to improve? But for sure, sometimes we learn things and we just don't acknowledge them, but they do change our behavior in the future, how we're gonna react to things. So I want you to write down what were your learnings, okay? Look at your highs, look at your lows, what kind of things that you learn out of those situations. What patterns do I see right now? Like, you ask yourself these questions. Where did I abandon myself? Where did I surprise myself? When was the time when a situation came to you, you were super excited or you were super low and you're like, I didn't expect that. When was the time when you did something and the reaction was so positive and then you're like, wow, I didn't know that I actually achieved this much. It could translate to something like, you know, maybe you have never worked hard in your life, but there was a time when your boss asked you to do overtime and you actually did the overtime, and then you're like, hey, actually I'm tougher than I thought. I can actually work longer hours. And when was the time, like when you were feeling low in confidence and you got a chance to do a presentation or do a speech in your classroom, and then you felt like I can actually speak better, I'm more confident than I think. So these kind of things, these could be your lessons, these could be the moments when you learn something about yourself. Write them down. Okay, write these things down, because these things will actually tell you you have grown, you have actually made a progress. Because most of the time, new year comes in and we are super motivated and excited to set new goals, but by end of every year we do feel demotivated and feel like we haven't done much. And these things will help you to see that you have actually accomplished in your life. These are things, because end of the day, it's all journey. Step by step you build things. So here's now what I'm gonna tell you. Now we're gonna build 2026, which I say we're gonna stop, we're gonna continue, and then we're gonna start. Okay, so stop saying yes to every shift. I don't want you to say yes to whatever comes your way. You're gonna keep on saying yes. Don't say that. I want you to stop saying yes to negative friends. Cut them off completely. You stop meeting those people who always complain. Stop having conversation with those people who always complain. And stop you being that individual who always complains itself. No, you don't want to be that person. Stop faking all good to parents when you need help. Start being honest with them. And you're gonna keep making a list of these things. Because when I say stop, continue, start, you're gonna stop doing all the things that you have to stop. You know there were times when you were hurt, right? We just made a list of those things. When were you hurt most? When were you felt high most, like, right? Yeah. So those low moments, they were the result of something that you have done in the past. That's why that situation caused you. So you're gonna stop that. It could be one night you were super drunk and you ended up in a fight with your brother or best friend or anyone, or you may lost your phone or money or whatsoever. You're gonna tell yourself, I'm gonna stop it. Stop. Okay? So now what's gonna do, you're gonna, whatever your goal you have, right? You're gonna distribute it across days. What are the actions that I need to take, okay, so that I can achieve that? For example, one of your goals is, okay, I want to get really fit, right? So now what are you gonna do? You're gonna say, I'm gonna keep going to gym 3 times a week. If you wanted to be content creator, you're gonna say, I'm gonna keep posting content even though it's not perfect. Like what we had a disturbance today, right? I'm gonna still upload this video. That's the way we can keep it raw and unfiltered. You're gonna keep 1 rest day a week, and then the rest of the days you're gonna keep on grinding. Because most people skip this, but you don't. Please don't do that. What you're doing right is very, very powerful. This is gonna set your foundation for the coming whole year. Okay, now what we're gonna do? We're gonna do 1 to 3 moves. We're gonna make 3 moves right now to make you better towards better you. Okay, number 1, start 1 high value skills. Okay, that could be your sales, that could be your content if you like, that could be marketing if you wanted to be a business owner, you wanted to sell some stuff, that could be learning makeup if you wanted to be a makeup artist, that could be anything that you want to do. But start learning what's the high value skill set in that particular area, right? So learn it, because this is what's going to actually grow you. It's going to add value to your profile. Without it, you can't get ahead in life financially. Because when you have high value skill set, Opportunities will come, but you gotta be ready beforehand. So what are you gonna do next? You're gonna start sending message to one new person every single week. And how would you know what's the right person that I want to send message to? No. First, you're gonna list down, right, what do you want to become, and this and that, all these things, right? Then you find what are those good people ahead of you in life. Then you're gonna send them a message and tell them, hey bro, if you got a time, tell me, how did you become who you are today? I'm kind of like on a journey and this and that. And yes, no one is gonna respond to you. Maybe people gonna yell at you. Maybe people gonna offend you straight up. But it's gonna build your character. This means you're growing. Now, start learning as a student, as an international student. Start learning about visas, permanent residency, business properly. Because as an international student, you need to know information about all these things. So this will avoid you to face those issues that's gonna come later on. And then you cannot really blame people, hey, this agent gave me wrong information, that's why I ended up in here. Now, you can't blame anyone. So that's why it's better to just educate yourself so that tomorrow when you engage with a professional, you know whether they're giving you right knowledge or wrong. So you're gonna keep these actions very, very small but real, and the things that you can actually do. Because science says when you connect with small thing and you take smaller action, you actually make progress, like, even tiny little progress, but that changes the whole direction of your life. And it's the same as when, you may have heard like airplanes, right? Airplanes, they have to be making sure every single time that they're in the right direction. Even one small slight change could bring them from going here to going here. One small change, just this. For example, this plane is straight right now, right? This plane is straight. It could be going here. See how things are? So it's the same thing. Even small little changes, they can make big difference in your life. So, because these things will set you up in right direction. Now, the next step we're gonna take is exercising of our future self. Because also there is a saying in science, when you connect with future you actually follow through more. Because then you know that if I do this, X, Y, Z, that's what I'm gonna become, which is your future self. So after this video, or maybe now, write the following things. Letter to yourself, just a letter to yourself, not the following, but a letter to yourself in January 2027 with the date on it. And you're gonna write it like it has already happened. For example, if it's me writing down right now, I'm gonna say like this, right? Hey Miki, I'm very, very proud of you. You are living in Perth. You're doing the job or doing the business that you like. You are posting content every single week. Your English is even better. Your content looks polished, and you are saving more money. You have actually a circle of 3 or 4 real good friends. You feel like a king. You have a body that you're proud of. You are in shape. Whatever clothes you put on actually suits you. And you write down whatever you want to write, okay? And don't show it to anyone. This connects your past, your present, who you are, and your future. Changes everything. That's why when I say initially in the video, you gotta know where you are right now, and now you know all the actions that you're taking, which will lead you to your future self. That's how it works. So what you just did, 99% of the students or international students would never do. You faced your lows, your low moment in your life. You honored your high moments in life, so-called achievements, and you pulled some gold nuggets out of it, which are your golden lessons, and you built a real plan how you're gonna execute things to become the better version of yourself or future version of yourself. And that's how you create your best year on purpose. If this video even helped you 1%, as I say, small favor, hit subscribe button. International who want the same in life, not just degree. And you are not behind, you are just starting. I'll see you in next video. Bye bye.